Now, still talking politics, the crisis within Nigeria's opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, has escalated as a faction loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has suspended the party's acting national chairman, Iliya Damagum. The party's national secretary, Samuel Anyanwu, says the suspension was necessary due to allegations of financial misappropriation and repeated disobedience to several court orders. Actions, he says, have contributed to a continuous cycle of internal crisis within the party. Briefing newsmen in Abuja, Anyanwu announced that the party's national vice chairman for North Central, Mohammed Abdulrahman, has been appointed as the acting national chairman. The move comes amid ongoing tension and division within the party, signaling a deepening struggle for control ahead of the next general elections.
We decided as a party to suspend Ambassador Iliya Damagum, the national chairman of the party, for incompetence, misappropriation of party funds, and flagrant disobedience of court judgments, both pending and the ones the judgment. For instance,
and now the chairman of the People's Democratic Party South-South Caretaker Committee, Emmanuel Ogidi, joins us now for this conversation. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Well, and we also have...
thank you for having me.
Of course, you're welcome. We also have George Turner. He is the chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Bayelsa State. George, it's nice having you around.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, Nigerians.
All right, so let me start with Mr. Ogidi. How do you view the suspension of the acting national chairman, Damagum, and do you consider it a necessary step to restore order within the party?
I don't know what they're trying to do, because we have one PDP, we have one NWC, made up of 18 members. 15 members had queried the National Secretary and others. The letters were issued to them on the 30th. They signed, they received it. And then because they were against, they kept repeating what they were accused of, and they were suspended them yesterday. To come ahead that 3 working committee members who suspend 14. Isn't that laughable? Anyway, the party does not run this administration on the media. So I will not say much. We'll deal with it from tomorrow.
As a senior member of the PDP in Bayelsa State, how do you interpret the factional disputes that we're seeing playing out within the party and the suspension of the acting national chairman?
Thank you, and let me say good evening to my uncle, Chief Ogidi. You see, it's a sad thing. Sometimes, there is this parable they said that elders, you can't have elders around, and a goat delivers outside, in the afternoon. I sometimes wonder if we have, with all due respect, elders and leaders in this party, because once you have a party as large as PDP, with people of diverse opinion, diverse interests, and all of that coming together, there is bound to be disagreement. Politics in itself is played along interest line. So interests can collide. But the beauty of it is that the party usually will have a strong internal conflict resolution mechanisms, to put our differences on the table, discuss them, and resolve them. And I'm surprised that leadership can fail up to the level we have seen it now in PDP, that they cannot resolve issues between or amongst members It's so shameful.
Okay.
And I look at, they have factionalized the party. A court gave judgment who were expecting, Nigerians were expecting, that the leadership of the party will now take advantage to call, lock the party, put people together on the table, discuss our differences, and resolve and agree. Then we are waking up. I am not a member of the NWC, so I really don't know what they are doing there. But obviously, we have a new acting national chairman, as it is. But it is painful to know that this party, we seem not to have learned any lessons from the crisis we had, during the 2023 election, because the same style, grandstanding, the same impunity, the same I don't care, the same nothing will happen that brought us to where we are. It's exactly the same approach that leadership is adopting today. Nothing will happen. Grandstanding. Well, we wait to see. There are court orders against court orders on INEC. The party is grandstanding.
All right, George.
The orders of court affect INEC.
George, I see how this.
Okay.
Yeah, I see how this
watching.
hurts. Of course, it could be painful because you're a stakeholder in this party. But then, gentlemen, I would like you to just stay with us for a while. All right, we need to quickly go on a break, and when we return, we will conclude on this particular matter. Do stay with us. Many thanks for being there. So as we conclude on the suspension and counter-suspension of the leadership of the People's Democratic Party, as they have Mr. Emmanuel Ogidi and Jer Turner, who are sharing their thoughts with us on the news. Quickly, Mr. Ogidi, earlier on you said that that you will be dealing with this from tomorrow. But the question is how, because some critics are saying that these internal crises could weaken the party ahead of the next general elections. Your thoughts?
How would discipline for any society to work on discipline? We suspended them and they were taking the matter to the disciplinary committee. We are following due process. They were first warned and before the suspension came up. So what are we talking about? There's proof that they were warned. They received the letters. So we don't need to say anything again about that. We are following due process.
Mr. Turner, what about you? How do you think this crisis can be resolved?
Well, it's a leadership crisis. I expect that the party is strong enough and they have enough internal mechanisms to resolve some of these conflicts. But unfortunately, as we have seen it, it does appear that I'm sure there's a leadership failure clearly. But if we are not able to resolve or manage our internal interests as a party, how do we prove to Nigerians that we can manage the crisis in a larger society as Nigeria? Yeah. It's funny.
Well, I guess
it's funny, really. I expect better from the leadership of the party.
Of course, it's $1 million question that you just asked, but then thank you so much, Jer Turner and Emmanuel Ogidi, for sharing your thoughts with us on the news.